big thank you to the following sponsors who made this press conference possible on KLPS Channel 18. IV, Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, Pony Express Bank, and The Landing.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for coming in. We're off to a pretty good start. We won our tournament on Saturday evening against Platte County, the Savannah Invitational Tournament. Came from behind in that game. Jumped out to an early leading 11-0, and then they kind of came back on us, and it made it tough for us. We fought pretty hard. We fought really hard, but Brinkley, Jolly, and Zach Starr were both named to the all-tournament team, which obviously we're pretty excited about for them. Brinks hit a shot from the right block with about 13 seconds to go in the championship game to give us the lead. That sealed the deal. We got a stop with 0.7 to go, and then there were some fouls and some free throws that we got to shoot to kind of stretch the lead out late. But really proud of the guys. I mean, really proud of them. They played really hard. They didn't fold at all. You know, we talked on a Tuesday, and then since then we played Winnetonka, who's a Class 5, and had some success against them. And then obviously Platte County is ranked in the state and in our conference, and they're quite a team. But we played well enough to win. So first championship, it took us until January 13th last year to win 3 games. So we'll take this start any day of the week. So with that, open up to questions from you guys.
What things would you say you need to work on coming out of that tournament last week?
Yeah, the things to work on. We just need to. We were pretty darn good defensively in stretches. We really guarded people and rebounded it pretty well, but I think ultimately we just got to be better on offense. We got to move better. We got to screen better. And we got a couple pretty good post players, and we need to throw them the ball a little bit more. So, just kind of emphasizing the right things when we got the ball. But if we continue to improve defensively, then, it really doesn't matter what we do offense. I mean, the last timeouts of the game from about the 3-minute mark on, when it's a 3-point game, 4-point game, the only thing I kept telling the guys in the huddle is, you're going to win this game through defense and rebounding. And that's how we like to win anyways. It's just if we could play some better offense, I think it's a little more shiny. I think it looks a little better.
Now, did any of your players end up getting hurt, or do we have any players, so now Garrett Love is actually injured. Do you have a report on when he's coming back?
Good questions. No, luckily we got banged up. We had a guy with the shoulder in the championship game. We've had a couple guys that have been sick that are recovering from it. And no, I don't have a timetable on Garrett. I'm hopeful to know more on Wednesday. But we're in. We got to make sure we protect him, and he's healthy when he comes back. So. I don't know when he's going to come back. I'm glad our guys have had success, and haven't relied on him. I think hopefully then we're just going to be that much better when he does come back.
What players have stepped up to fill the place of Garrett's leadership role out on the court?
Yeah, thanks for asking that, Briz. Kyle Malone's been terrific. Kyle's come a long way, and we don't win the championship if Kyle's not on our team. He's played really well. He's played tough. He's played some different roles. He's guarded some guys that are pretty darn hard to guard. We've been really proud of him. He's played well. Ian Sandiford's come off our bench, sophomore, who this is the first chunk of varsity minutes he's ever seen, and he's done some good things for us. So between Kyle and Ian, they've kind of picked up the slack there. But then I think the rest of the guys have done a pretty good job of picking up the slack too, because Garrett is the stuff that you guys don't see, the stuff that people don't see. The everyday stuff in practice, the leadership in the locker room, all those things that you can't put a price on. some other guys have picked up too. So hopefully we're just that much better when he does come back.
Now that you've had the first few games in from the tournament, how do you see yourselves improving from last year, and what have you seen improved?
Well, you know, I told the guy from Therese Paylor from the Star last night, he called and we were talking, and I said, you know, it took us till January 13th last year to win our third game. And I mean, it felt like it might as well have been May 13th, because it just, you know, we're 3-12, I think, at that point, 3-13. And so, you know, you get beat up so bad that you know, guys get a little frustrated and everything. But, you know, why the improvement? I think there's just more trust. I think the guys trust us a little bit more. I think they believe in what we're doing because we've been able to have some success doing it. You know, I mean, I think if we're 1-2, you know, like we are at this point last year, you know, then they're probably wondering, geez, I don't know how much better we got. But, you know, to be where we're at, I think the guys feel like, you know, all right, we're doing the right things. You know, we believe in what the coaches are telling us, and then I think they're playing really, really hard. And, you know, we didn't quit Friday night. And so that tells me right there that they believe in what we're doing, because, you know, we're down 3 with a minute to go and they've got the ball. You know, it'd be easy to get a little discouraged.
Seeing as you guys actually have seniors this year, and last year we only had the 3 grades, how have you seen that affected too, having 4 grades instead of 3 and let our seniors have?
You know, our 2 seniors, Garrett and Tanner, really have done a good job leading us. And, you know, the good part about our club is we got a bunch of guys that can really fit in and kind of morph into roles as far as leaders and guys that people look up to. You know, I was looking at our stats. We would get back we've played 480 minutes this year, and 41 of them have been played by a senior. So 439 of the 480, or 91% of our minutes, are coming back next year. So even the fact that, yeah, we do have seniors, and yeah, they've laid quite a groundwork, and I'm not dismissing what Garrett and what Tanner have done for us, and they deserve a lot of credit. But the physical maturity of our entire club is what kind of sticks out in my mind, because we're stronger, we're tougher than we were a year ago, and Garrett and Tanner kind of lead that way, because they're the ones that are there the entire summer, putting up shots and doing the right things. Bruce?
What did you do to prepare for tonight's game? What differently, or did you do anything different?
Nah, I mean, we didn't do anything different. We try to play a nameless opponent every night out. I mean, you know, there's little wrinkles that somebody might throw. You know, Platte County, really, really athletic, really good at a couple guard spots. So we had to just talk through some things with our guys and maybe show them a couple things that are different. But, you know, you play good defense. You only let the opponent shoot the ball 1 time or less. You make sure you rebound it, and then you don't throw it to them when you've got the ball on offense. You got a pretty good chance to win, you know, when you got good players. And so that's kind of our mantra, our mojo, whatever you want to call it. And you know, if we take care of the ball, if we guard people, and if we make sure we rebound it, then, you know, I think we got a chance any night of the week. We're tired, you know, we had a long week, but we're fresh, we're sharp. We had, you know, we were on the floor for 1 hour and 15 minutes yesterday, so hopefully they're fresh tonight.
What do you guys do to teach your kids and just go and prevent injuries, and what do you do in practice to try to prevent injuries?
Well, you know, I've always been told that you get injured when you're worried about getting injured, or when you're timid, or when you're a little, we call it soft. I don't know what the politically correct term is to call it, but when you're not being tough enough, or when you're worried about getting hurt, or when you're worried about injuries, is when they happen. So we try to make sure our guys are going hard all the time, because we don't want somebody to not be, and then that leads to an injury. So we've got Amanda Andrews and Jared Hansen, 2 of our athletic trainers, who just do a phenomenal job. Jared came up with us to Savannah one night and helped with some treatment of some of our guys, and just to be on site. And you know, they're so valuable to us because, you know, I can hardly coach basketball, so I don't even want to try to pretend to be an athletic trainer, you know. So I mean, those guys, you know, this guy's got a shoulder, this guy's got a knee. You just say, hey, you know, go see Jared, go see Amanda, and they check it out, and you know, we trust what they have to say with it.
Coach, you've been asking a lot about how the players have matured. How would you say you've matured as a head coach from last year?
Mariz, that's a really, really good question, and I told my staff this on the way back on the bus on Saturday, but you know, the game that I coached on Saturday was the easiest game that I've ever coached, because our guys prepared really, really hard up until that point. I felt like we had a good foundation, a good base in, and then during the game, they were doing everything we asked. They were doing it the way we coached them to. So I didn't, you know, I wasn't frustrated during the game. I was able to see the game really clear. So because I think that we've installed enough of our system, I think that, you know, there's some more confidence, and I'm able to, we don't have to coach effort and attitude, you know, so that'd be kind of the easiest way. And so I could just watch it a little bit more and see it a little more clearly.
How do you coach your players on like the mental side of the game, and not just the physical?
Yeah, well, you know, dang, you guys got tough questions this morning. How do you coach them on the mental side? You know, we do stuff every day that hopefully ties into both the mental and the physical aspect of it. So, you know, mental-wise, as far as preparation goes, we have a scouting report for every team we play. We have video for every team we play. And so our guys will sit in a room, not too different than in a classroom really, and not too different from the classroom structure, where you sit there and you go over things that you need to learn, things you need to be successful at, things you need to do, and you know, so we do that all the time, and then you know, just talking to the guys mentally to make sure we're in the right frame of mind when we go to practice or when we go to games, I think is something that's really important to us, because we don't want that stuff to get in the way of our physical ability. So, you know, we talk about being tough, and when we talk about being tough, we talk about being mentally tough, and we talk about being physically tough. So, you know, I Coach did a lot of stuff here that I learned from different people, Rob Miller, different people that I've just kind of learned from and picked their brain on. You know, not necessarily a strong suit of mine, one that I'm learning, and those guys have been great about helping with that. It's a really good question. Guys, thanks for coming in. Obviously, we're excited about the start that we've got. So Tuesday, Friday this week, we're at home. Hope to see you out there. Good luck to Liberty Conference play this week. Hope that we can see you guys around, and let us know if you ever need anything.